last time that we were here, at the little village of Stonehand Creek, well, a few things have changed. One, while I was taking some shots for the cinematics part of the video, we went up to a level 3, a large village. Pretty good. It actually has given us access to our educational systems, like our elementary school and high school, as well as our fire and police stations. We're going to have to implement at some point today. The big thing today is, because we need to get more people, get our money balance in order before we can really add a lot of those things. So we're going to have to set up the next part of our city. What I'm liking for the main part of this city, we have a new mod. We have one that has our one-lane, one-way roads, alleyways, two-lane, one-way alleyways, and a three-way lane, one-way alleyways, as well as a pedestrian street. Two other ones, such as the 3-4 medium asymmetric road, things like this, been added by an assets mod. A whole bunch of extra ones of those. We also grabbed another assets mod for stairs for a footbridge. This will come in useful later on. But for now, go ahead and see what we can do here. I think we are gonna go ahead and get our police station in as quick as we can, because right now we're having our unhappy populace from the high crime. I think we'll go ahead and put it in over here, out of the way, covers the whole town. Good. Really gonna make us lose a lot of money, so we're gonna have to work quick to build the next area. I'm putting in a police station. I might as well put in a firehouse. That I'll put in right over here, right in next to these other structures there. That'll cover the rest of the town. That should just covered for now. We're losing a ton of money. We're gonna have to do this real quick. First things we're gonna want to do, we want to buy a couple things of land. Thinking these 3 parcels here will be good. Add the land we want. Purchase that. Well, look at our contour lines. As we go over here, have a nice gradual drop towards the creek. We want to make our way towards the creek. Need to kind of form itself here. First thing we're going to do is we're going to take a look over at our roads. Kind of see how things move, and we're not going to worry too much. There's not too many falls in height here. There's a couple of hills, but there's not too many falls in height here. What I want to do is I want to kind of smooth out a little bit of the area. Down a bit. A little bit of the area down here where we're going to be building to. Build it out quick. That real quick. See what we can do. All right. The reason I softened this area over here is because I want to not just flatten all this out going down this way. I want to have it kind of gradually go downhill as we make our new decisions here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have this come out like so. I'm going to connect into a brand new. In fact, this road, I'm going to say no zoning. Nice. Bring it out to right about there. That should pretty good. And we're just going to try to and get a nice little grid housing going right here. I want to try to be as close to the grid as we can. Start off. And we're going to turn off our guidelines next because by a 15 by 15 block, I think that'll be a good grid to start with. And actually, I almost want to change that. In fact, I kind of messed up already. Yeah, I messed up already. It should have worked out a little bit better than this. Let me do this. Alright, so I'm getting this weird problem here. I gotta fix this. The 15 units is probably a bit big. I'm trying to figure this out. Why my road? I'm unsure why my road is sinking down a bit. I have everything here flattened. I'm spending so much time on this road, but I really want to fix it. I really want to get this right. Why are we getting that? What's going on with our roads here? Does seem like there's a little bit of difference between right here and right there. Yeah, as I'm moving my cursor over this, it does seem like it's very gently raising some of the terrain. I guess remember that when you're doing your roads, you gotta remember that you gotta make sure you do your height at the roads. Go ahead and do this again. Might do a slightly different block size, I think. I don't know. Much better. Yeah, it's done. Alright, so as we get down towards our waterfront area, that's where we're going to build a large majority of this town. I want to actually use this little hill as sort of a feature within the city. The city will go on either side of the hill. That hill will just be there. We're going to have a block that goes this way. Now what I want to do, see if I can make this work. I'm actually going to remove this real quick. These are parallel mode. Increase the offset. I'm gonna have it be about this. That's about right. Five is actually a good number. Have it come out the same size as the block. Get rid of that little road there. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use replace real quick to kind of gently move this road a bit. Good. And add our end road here. I'll turn this off. Not quite 8. See if we can't move this over a little bit more. I want it to be 8. Still not quite there. We might just have to go with the 7.55 for now. Units. Get there later. Like I said, this will be our way down here. And what I'm going to do here to kind of smoothen our way, because it's relatively flat down by the water. I'm gonna kind of smooth things. We don't have to, it doesn't have to be a perfect flat to make our houses. We just need very slight elevation change. It'll still look good. Now this here, we might remove this piece of terrain as the city kind of goes around, forms out this way. Now this will do. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the time and I'm going to make my rent in here. We're going to go ahead and make some zoning happen here. And I think what I also want to do while here, we want to get an elementary school set up. We want to get a high school set up. And it's best if they're here on sort of the suburbs before we get down to where the main city will go. I want to use this creek as the main part of our main city. Another thing I also want to do is I'll be adding in another way off of this highway to go into the city. First, let's go ahead and just get the elementary school placed. I don't want to place it exactly on the road. And I want to be careful about where it's placed because, like I said, the city has to expand this way. I'm almost wondering if instead, like this, have the road that goes off this way. The elementary school will kind of be the thing that's near campus, and then figure this out. We need to probably go ahead and purchase this one more spot real quick. There we go. Okay. Let's do some work and get this elementary school made. Right. Our elementary school will be a place for now. We'll do some detailing on this later. I do want to add in a playground, and I want to make sure I have enough room for the clinic, but also at the same time we can use some of our dev tools and such to separate the playground and even the healthcare clinic from the elementary school if we'd like, just to have a full elementary school campus. Alright, so let's go in here now. Let's get some zoning done. Area right here. Alright, so we have our zoning done here. Now I want to see, we're going to get a lot more of a population boom. I'm hoping we get a decent money boom, because we are just draining money at the moment. Realistic, the population is kind of killing us. But let's see if I can't. I want to make another road going into here, just so that nothing. Right now it's all cul-de-sac off this one road. That's going to cause a lot of traffic. I want another entry point at least. Try to get a few entry points, but for now, starting from it looks like here would be about the best place to do it. Oop. Did that wrong? I was supposed to have the brain tool created. Make this way up here pretty soft graded. That area there. Have it come straight off of this road. Regular road. We'll just have it kind of curve in there. Just like that. Now we have another point of entry from our highway into this area. Hopefully keeps some of the cul-de-sacing away. What is our education looking like? Coverage. Good. We have coverage all the way through. Good. We're going to want to set up some housing along this street across from the elementary. One thing I am going to do is I am going to replace some more of this with our medium density here. Something I didn't notice I did right away was I actually made these in the EU medium. I don't know how I selected EU medium, but I made a lot of row houses and such into the EU style. And you know what? That's okay. The row houses there look good. These look like some interesting buildings that have feel what the U.S. counterparts, the North American counterparts, look like. Comparison. Have to. Do that one as well. That comes out of those medium. I'm just trying to get those so we get more people, more concentrated area. Halfway to our next milestone as well. We do have our milestone points to use. I'm not going to use them yet. I want to get things set up a little bit more. People are happy again. Walking distance to elementary. I do want to do some detailing around this as well. We might, in fact, see if I can do this now. A clinic. Who's clinic? Wondering if I can somehow get this moved off. That I might have to use dev mode and place it separate from the school. Might put the playground on school grounds, but the clinic I think I want to have separate from everything else. I need to, let's see, I might have to go ahead and use dev tools for our clinic. Go clinic 01. There we go. Oh, that's right. Have to first select what you want to have it directed towards. So this, I want it to be on the street like so. This means it's gonna face this way. That's okay. Have it be right along this road as we come into town. Go. And I think we'll have to put a parking lot of some sort next to it. That way it's more like the kids are being driven to the clinic by their parents. The clinic just happens to be near the school. That'll be our kind of school campus then. We'll go ahead and place the playground. I wish I could turn this, but I don't think... Why don't we just put it right there? Cool. That'll be good. Now that we have that done, let's go ahead and make houses. I'll leave a space. Actually, go ahead and unlock parking lots. A small parking lot. Medium parking. I like the more openness of it. Right next to the school. Right next to that, and then add some more houses in. All right. That's our basic school area. The gaining population, which is good, but obviously we're gonna need a lot more. Going to continue. Honestly, the NA ones kind of work for me. I'm liking the NA ones. We do need more row housing, so we'll probably add some of that in. Add it in back here. It's all gonna be about the same size. It'll be all row housing back there. All what people want. All what people want to see back there. Right, that's good. Keep the population going up. Hopefully get our economy back down to normal size. There's crime over here. Where is our police coverage at? There's police coverage. There are vehicles heading over there. We have quite a lot of vehicles. They're actually setting up... Hang on. They're actually setting up a speed trap. Wait, there's nobody in this one. An empty police vehicle. Anyway. We actually have a speed trap set up out here. That's interesting. I do that. I did not know the police did that on this one. Alright, so now we have this area here. I want to build out over here as well. That way we can have more residential and such as we get into our downtown. We'll also be looking for another way through the near near that area. First, let's just get all laid out for it. All laid out. Start with flattening. A little tiny area to flatten here. Let's real quick. All right, so trying to get kids in the school. That's good. Weird thing is, this kind of is a double elementary school. You see the plus 10% well-being. I think is normally that. See, it's connected to that building now, which is okay. Alright. Have gone through. Started making this little neighborhood over here. We're gonna have this come up through here, that go down here, and we'll eventually join for our Creekside City that's gonna be up here. That area there. We're starting to get some more industrial demand. For now, we're just gonna put some more industrial over in this area. Not looking to regard faction affecting our groundwater a little bit, but that's okay. Not using groundwater at the moment. Pots down for more industrial down here, just a little bit. We don't want too much. Thing I do want to keep in mind is we do want to at some point work towards some sort of specialized need for a special industry. I'm trying to think. Stones over there, holes over there, or it's all over this way, it looks like. A slight bit of oil we can access over there. For the most part, seems like all of our stone, coal, and ore is all in this area back here. I want to keep that in mind because that's probably going to be our big industrial our big industrial for the future. That's where we'll probably get a lot of money for our town. All right, so everything's growing. Stuff's still popping in. Go ahead and finish refilling out this commercial here. A lot of demand. A lot of people wanting to come in. I said it. We do desk care. We have our. But I was not aware there was attachments for this building. Hiding place for cremated remains. Interesting. You can still do a lot of stuff with this inventory. Like we are now entering the fall months. Nothing should be too cold yet, and it looks like traffic's still not too bad. Of course, we haven't even reached 1,000 people yet, but we are nearing that amount. In fact, it looks like we can probably go ahead and throw in more medium housing here. Get up medium housing. That should get some more citizens here in the main part of our off stretch from the town. Now, eventually, this will be all that grows, and it'll still be our low density residentials going through here. This is more like going to be the suburbs to the main city. The main city I want to put down here, and you're thinking, that's pretty far from the highway. At some point, what you'll see is a change in direction with the highway, the main roads, sort of support bigger city down this way. Maybe even in this area, another large part of that city. Wrap around some of our geological features, such as this here, or this cliffside here. We want to keep our stream intact as well. Just for that little asset. Now, look at our. See, it kind of gets very hilly right here. But it's just something that can be fixed over time. Not too hilly. Like, we could smooth out some hill and then build up here again. We kind of have a town and a valley now, or slight dip in valley. Yeah, that turned out. Nice little change in elevation. Pretty good. Not too much of a change too suddenly, so. We also want to add in more trees down here. So I think what we're gonna do is do some scaling next. All right, that finishes up our heat and day. I think everything's starting to look pretty good. What we did was we added some grass, some trees, little pathways around the school itself. We got rid of all those rocks so I could cut away everything, go through the whole entire process of getting rid of rocks. Then also we did this little custom parking lot over here. I wanted to do more with this, but I think I need to learn more of the custom assets before I get into it too much. For now, I think this looks okay. We might do some adjustments to it at a later video. Add a little bit on to it. Again, we added a few trees here and there in between the rest of the area. That kind of does it for this part of our little town. So far, I think it looks pretty good extension right now for just this little area where the school's at. You need a high school still, so we're gonna probably trying to find a place to put that next time. I think now let's go ahead and do our city tour. And that'll do it for this week's video of Stonehand Creek. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and give us a comment if you want to add anything to it. We will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.